second thing I think will happen is that sort of the politicians, they talk one thing during the campaign, and they all said they're not going to negotiate with each other. But I think when push comes to shove, we'll see the center-right and the center-left form some kind of government down the road. Might take a few weeks. Sort of like what Winston Churchill said about the U.S. He said, you can always count on Americans to do the right thing after they've exhausted the other alternatives. Yeah. I think the same thing is true for Italian politicians.
Just to clarify, the FTSE MIB ended up 1 3/4% in fact today, so definitely markets taking it in stride. What is the main concern, though, should there not be a government? Is it because there would just be a little bit of political uncertainty, or is it because Italy at that point wouldn't be able to ask for OMT help, for example?
Yeah, I think a couple of things. One problem, I think, as Kathleen mentioned, is that this is the first time that voters have voted against austerity and the EU and Brussels plans. So is this the tip of the iceberg? Now, will other countries be emboldened? And what does this say about Italy, which has... Italy has a relatively small budget deficit, but they've got a huge debt from past deficits. And so what's going to happen with this? Is this going to be a majority of people in Italy who voted to have basically voted to leave the EU? That's what people are interpreting it. They voted for candidates who promised a referendum on the EU or on monetary union itself. And so could Italy leave? You know, a year ago people were thinking Greece was going to leave. At Brown Brothers we didn't think so, but now people are thinking, well, maybe Italy's going to leave. And they've got the parties who won, again, they wanted to have a referendum. They're not very pro-Europe.
But and I think, again, following on Bonnie's point, the ECB's OMT, and more broadly, any commitments that have been made from Italy to other European leaders to, you know, will they be honored by this next government? I mean...
But I think that's really the key issue is what happens now. So even if you get a new government in place, do they dilute the reforms that Monti...
Well, you're sanguine, and I think the world is kind of saying, oh, we got through the worst. We were so surprised outside of Italy that they made this election. Oh, ho, ho, we can just move on because we know they'll behave. Why is everyone so convinced they'll behave?
Yeah, I think that it's sort of like, I think the reason that people are having this sort of the glass is half full is that the glass is half empty. We've got real problems on our hands. Because Italy, now people say, well, why should Italy be in the monetary union in the first place? But all the major treaties of European integration, either they signed in Italy, like the Treaty of Rome, or Italy was like a founding member of whatever like integration is taking place. So Italy is so much bigger than Portugal, Greece, Spain, Ireland, even combined. Italy is just huge, and Italy also has a diversified economy. It's always still huge debt levels, and I think that in this crisis, all debtors are vulnerable, and Italy is a big one.
So what implications would this have for Spain? Are you saying that because voters stood up to the regime, say in Italy, that might happen in Spain?
Partly that, but also partly what's happening is that for about 7 months, we've seen the market have a collective sigh of relief. After Draghi mentioned those 3 words, do anything necessary. And with that, we saw Italian bonds and Spanish bonds rally. And now that the tide has turned, it actually turned well before the election. Spanish yields have been rising, Italian yields have been rising, basically for this whole month, well before the election began. Spain yields are rising, and that's a problem for them. Collateral damage, if you will.
More with Mark Chandler. At Mark Just Making Sense, if you want to follow him on Twitter. From Brown Brothers Harriman. At Bonnie Quinn, at Kathleen_Hayes. Tweet us your questions. We'll see if we can get them answered. That's next on Bloomberg Radio.
Save Advantage! Market Drivers Report was brought to you by Mercedes-Benz 4MATIC All-Field Drive. Fear no forecast with all-season confidence and all-road confidence. Visit searchmercedes.com to find your local tri-state dealer.
Taking stock of the day's news, weekday afternoons on Bloomberg 1130.
I'm Tim Fox. Join me 3 p.m. Eastern for Taking Stock. We get a report on durable goods for the month of January. Also, we'll go into the details on Target, TJX, limited brands, as well as Dollar Tree. And we get a report from Monster Beverage.
Wall Street listens. You listen to Taking Stock with Tim Fox and Courtney Donahoe this afternoon at 3 on Bloomberg 1130. There's absolutely no alternative.
Move up, move ahead. No matter where you want to go in life, Metropolitan College of New York teaches career success. MCNY's accelerated 1-year MBA program in financial services and business empowers you to reach your full global potential, integrating relevant courses with international field study. Make the move. Think MCNY's MBA Open House at our Financial District campus Monday, March 4th. Call 1-800-33-SAVE or visit mcny.edu.
On behalf of Valley National Bank, I would like to thank you for refinancing your home with us.
Wow, that was easy. Hey, that's Jerry Lifkin, the chairman and president. Hi, Jerry. I just refinanced with Valley.
Did you take advantage of our $499 origination fee offer?
I sure did, just like you say on TV. $499. Just paid my interim interest, insurance, and real estate tax escrow. No points or other Valley fees.
That's terrific. Just stop in at any Valley branch or call us at 800-522-4100.
And for a limited time only, the $499 refinance program is available in New York. Sample 30-year fixed-rate APR is 3.666%. APR is subject to change. Call 800-522-4100 for details about credit costs and terms. Property eligibility requirements apply. Does not include New York mortgage recording taxes or assignment fees from existing lenders for a SEMA. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you hire a CGMA, a Chartered Global Management Accountant, your company gets the financial and strategic expertise you need to grow and succeed. CGMAs are CPAs, qualified by rigorous educational criteria and bound by the highest ethical standards, so you can trust their advice. And they're supported by the American Institute of CPAs and the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants. Together, the largest network of accounting professionals in the world. Find out more at cgma.org.
Attention investors, what if you could own a brand new, fully rented, fully managed townhome you still own, sells for $450,000, and your cost was only $350,000. That's a bank-certified $100,000 of built-in equity profit over cost after all your funds are returned. Now imagine your new investment home runs near $500 per month cash positive, is rent guaranteed for 5 years, and includes no property tax by law for 10 years. With 100% technology, $100,000 of built-in starting equity, return of all capital, and cash-positive rents paying off all expenses, your rental home is professionally managed by the income property experts at National Realty. Find out how virtually free rental homes purchased below market with full return of capital, rent guarantees, and positive cash flows are the highest return investments around. Call now for the best rental property deals in history. Let us prove it. Call 201-210-2727. That's 201-210-2727.
Hear that? Time is running out because this is your last chance to get a Verizon Visa prepaid card worth $200 when you order Verizon Fios Internet and Phone for Business for as low as $59.99 a month with a 2-year agreement. That's right. Get internet speeds up to 15 meg download and 5 meg upload for as low as $59.99 a month when you order online. Sign up at Verizon.com and get the business tools you need, like Fios Internet and Phone, both with 99.9% network reliability on an unparalleled fiber network. You'll also get a second basic line. So write yourself a note or 10. Just remind yourself to visit Verizon.com and get this great online price. Or you can supercharge your internet with Fios Quantum. Ask us how to get speeds rated #1 by PC Magazine and triple your speed for just a few dollars more a month. Better yet, go now to Verizon.com or call 1-877-GET-FIOS for other business offers. But hurry, before time runs out. Only
For new Verizon business customers in select areas of New York, taxes, fees, and other terms apply. Offer ends 3/16/13. #1 speed rating used from PCMag.com with permission of Zip Davis. Prepaid card issued by Metabank, member FDIC. Can only be used at select merchants. Other card terms apply.
And the A's Advantage is brought to you by Willoughby's. Willoughby's since 1898.
Street. Stocks higher across the board by a full percentage point now, boosted by stronger than forecast growth in pending home sales here in the United States and components of durable goods orders. Those are orders for big ticket items that really jumped last month, suggesting manufacturing still has some legs. This Bloomberg Business Flash is brought to you by FRM Certification. Did you know that all of the top 4 global consulting firms employ certified financial risk managers? To learn more, visit GARP.com, the Global Association of Risk Professionals. S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the Dow, all up 1%. The S&P gaining 15 points to 1512, the Dow 132 points to 14,031, and the NASDAQ up 32 points to 3161. In the government bond market, the Treasury just released the results of its latest sale, $29 billion of 7-year notes, wrapping up 3 big auctions this week. They drew a yield of 1.260%. That was a little bit lower yield therefore a little bit higher price than the forecast of 1.262% in a Bloomberg News survey of the Fed's primary dealers. The bid-to-cover ratio, a gauge of demand, was 2.65. That was a little